Hello and welcome back. And in this video, we're going to be looking at queues using arrays. So we're going to be building queues using arrays. Okay, so let's go ahead and get started. What I'm going to do is this time, instead of creating a class, let's go ahead and create a struct. Okay, just to show you a different variation. So we can create a new file and we can call it queuearray.swift. And here we can create a struct queue array. And what you need to do, basically an array as a backing mechanism to store your elements that are being inserted into the queue. And the way you can actually control how you want that queue to be processed is by providing these functions that are going to be there to tell the user what they can do with your data structure. Okay, so we're going to create isEmpty first. So isEmpty, and we're just going to check our array in this case and see if the array is empty. Will tell us if the queue is empty. Okay, and then we can implement our peek operation, and this is going to be, since our queue is going to support integer, we're going to return an integer optional, and we're going to simply say return array dot first. Okay, reason we are returning array dot first because we're going to append towards the end of the array, and we're going to remove item from the beginning of the array. Okay, and then you have init where you are going to initialize your array. So let's go ahead and initialize the array here. And if you need any other initialization, you can do that right here. Okay. Now let's talk about our functions. So we need three operations. We need enqueue, we need dequeue, and we need clear. That is going to clear all of the items from the queue. Okay. So let's create enqueue. Now, in struct, in class, whenever you write a function, you just write func, and then you have your name of the method. So method or function name, enqueue, and you take data, and you simply, you don't return anything here, and you simply append that data into your array, and that's about it, right? Now, in case of struct, you have, because you're mutating state of the variable, you have to define that function. This function actually mutates the state, so that's why it needs to say mutating. Okay, you're gonna say the same thing, mutating func for dequeue, and dequeue operation is going to return us an integer value. Okay. And we are going to return self.isEmpty. First, we're going to check if the queue is empty. Then we return -1. If it's not empty, then we return the first element that we're going to remove from the queue. Okay? And last but not the least, we need to implement our mutating clear, which is going to remove all items from the array. All right. So this is our queue, and once again, we are supporting three main operations: enqueue, dequeue, and peek. Okay. Enqueue actually simply adds an item into the array. Dequeue removes the first item, so removes from the beginning of the array, and then you have peek, which actually returns what's going to be coming up next in the array. Excuse me, in the queue. Okay. With that said, let's go to our main .swift file, and what we're going to do here is we're going to create our queue. So our queue array, And here we can simply insert items into the queue, and when we print them out, it should appear in the same order, not the reverse order. So, for example, if I say for I in 0 to 10, and if I say q dot enqueue, right, then it should actually insert all these items, and then we can say while q dot is empty. So while it's not empty, run this loop till that time, and we want to print what comes out of the q dot enqueue or dequeue. Okay, as simple as that. All right, so let's go ahead and run this, and we have some error. Okay, so return cannot return. There we go. All right. So this is what we have inserted. So basically what we inserted was 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And when we actually dequeued, we can see that it's the same order that we are receiving our elements back, right? So that's why that's how queues are basically implemented, where the first item to be inserted is the first item to be removed. Okay, we're going to be seeing many more examples of how queue data structure can help us build some of the custom data structures. So that's why it's called abstract data structures, because it can actually help you build your own custom data structure. And we are going to be building LRU cache, which is one of the custom data structure that's built on queue. Okay, and it's going to be super simple to understand. Now you know how the queue operates. Okay, so in the next video, before we handle the LRU cache, let's go ahead and build the queue using linked list. Okay, so I'll see you guys in the next video. All right, thanks again for watching.